Tensions flaring outside the Houston NAACP headquarters. That's where several protesters gathered just a short time ago for a White Lives Matter rally. And as time passed, the crowd grew, prompting police on horseback, even barricades. Channel 2's Brandon Walker is live tonight where that rally just wrapped up. Brandon, what else can you tell us?
Yeah, hi there, Jonathan. The rally wrapped up about an hour ago. The people you see here behind me weren't here for the White Lives Matter rally. They're here in response to it. Stumped, they say, over what they witnessed.
White Lives Matter refuses to feel any white guilt.
The message, it's time, most definitely where it was placed was for reasons, say organizers. A rally, this one proclaiming White Lives Matter, held on historic Wheeler Avenue, out front of the historic NAACP Houston chapter, no less.
We came here because the NAACP headquarters is here, and that's one of the most racist, supposedly civil rights groups in America. You know what I mean?
Scott Lacey.
You're protesting. You're here to talk.
Me and you can talk. Me and him can talk. Me and a bunch of individuals can talk.
And others from Sunday's White Lives Matter movement waved the Confederate flag and stood ground. They on one side of Wheeler Ave.
It seems like in the country today that it's wrong to be white. It's almost wrong to be white.
On the other,
they didn't even want to talk.
Those who came out in response to White Lives Matter, those wondering why here and what's the goal.
Things like this are going to continue to happen. Tragedies are going to continue to happen if we don't have an open dialogue, and that's just the end of it.
It's a physical manifestation of white supremacy, white privilege, and racism being protected by this country.
And back here live from historic Third Ward, organizers of the White Lives Matter movement say that they held this protest and were here to spark dialogue on both sides of the street, for that matter. Also, people who were here in response to the rally said that they hope to have some dialogue too. Neither side, though, say that they were able to accomplish that. The rally ended before any conversation on either end of the street was slated to take place. We're live tonight in the Third Ward. I'm Brandon Walker, KPRC Channel 2 News.
Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shai, Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shai. With all praise to Yahweh Bashan Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the elders of GMS. Peace and blessings to the Akim that's out there teaching his word in truth and sincerity. This the brother Yakanan coming at you once again with another quick hit. And this one here is basically on this White Lives Matter rally that they had earlier this week in Houston, man. And these are the things that, you know, the elders and many other brothers have been teaching and talking about for many years now, man. Are the things to come, and it is evident now, man. You know, even until you 2/3 is at your door. You got white supremacists, Edomites, man, coming in your hood, man, rallying, protesting, man. That's the only, and going into it too. That's the only thing that's gonna wake you jakes up, man. You start seeing them white boys in them robes, man, burning crosses on your lawn. You know, start hanging you jakes and doing things to you, man. Because 2/3 not gonna get it, man. You're not gonna listen. You a hard-headed, stiff-necked, rebellious, man. And the Lord is gonna show you in these last days, man. Let me begin with the scriptures, though. This is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. It said, "Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." Let me get it again. It said, "Alas, for that day is great," and that day will be great, man. And you see these Edomites coming out there with semi-automatic rifles, man, pistols and shit, man. You jakes up there running your mouth, bumping your guns, hooping and hollering, man, but they armed, they strapped, and they ready. You know, and I'm gonna show another video in the midst of this goddamn coon. They call him down here in Houston. They call him Colonel X. You know, he ranting and raving about what he woulda did or what they gonna do next time they do that. I'm going to show that in the midst of this right here.
This past weekend in Third Ward, Houston, at the headquarters of the NAACP, the oldest black organization is fighting for the civil rights of black people in America. was under attack by those quote unquote white supremacists and racists standing out in front of the NWC headquarters with protest banners reading "White Lives Matter" with Confederate flags, bulletproof vests, and guns.
Well, you didn't have any guns.
Well, they had guns, yes. Go back and look at it.
They didn't have any
Two
guns.
of them had assault rifles, yes.
No.
Our people showed up, Matt, and they were there with assault rifles.
Go ahead with the story.
Let me speak further.
Go ahead.
But what I want to say is this to the NAACP. You knew they were coming, but you didn't tell the rest of the community. They had a duty to inform us that these racists were coming into our neighborhoods and let us know where they were going to be, if they're going to be in front of their headquarters, and they knew about it. To those racists of White Lives Matter, you're blessed, because had we had known that you were coming, we sure as hell would have met you right out there.
See, why in the hell would you have done something like that? You know, it isn't White Lives Matter. It isn't Black Lives Matter. It's all lives matter. You got red blood, I got red blood, and to that organization, White Lives Matter, that's not what you do. I don't know what kind of example you are, but you're certainly not an example of me. We are all together in this. Your skin color doesn't make any difference. We come together as men and women. Our blood is red, and we do the best thing.
But, Matt, it is a factual history that when white men have come into the black community with guns and Confederate flags, we wind up hanging from trees, dead in ditches, and disappear, never seen or heard from again. So for the fact that these white racist men with this slogan of 14 words, which is from a white supremacist website, came into our neighborhood in 3rd Ward, I guarantee you,
and you know what?
Ever do it again? If they ever do
what,
it
are you
again,
start a riot?
And we know about
you
it,
gonna start a riot?
We will meet them there. And let me tell you something: them guns you brought, we got bigger and better guns than you do.
Why is this making
Come
you so
again,
angry?
and we will deal with them.
Don't let this upset you, because that's exactly what they're going for. It's the same thing that Black Lives Matter organizations try to do to white people. They try to get us all angry so that somehow we do something
Black
wrong.
Lives
Don't let that
Matter
happen.
has never come to your neighborhood with Confederate flags and guns in your neighborhoods. How in the hell are you going to compare them to that? These racists have murdered black people still to this day, and you're going to come in our neighborhood with Confederate flags and guns?
Let me tell you something.
Oh, no, baby. Next time you come, I guarantee you, we'll deal with you like we're supposed to.
And that's exactly what everybody would like. You know, these organizations would like to start a fight. It's the same thing with Black Lives Matter. They want to start something. It's all lives matter, Quanell. And that's what you and I have been
guess
talking
what, though?
about.
You White Lives Matter supremacists come again with your guns, you're going to sure as hell get you a fight, too.
But back to it, though, man. It's going to be a full-fledged race riot in these streets, man. The Bible prophesies, man. It's not us. It's not the brothers that's teaching these. It's these scriptures, man. These scriptures prophesy of race wars, man. Of things to come. Well, it's going to be sedition amongst men. The scripture talks about there being uprising of the people, man. And I'm gonna get let me get that while I'm thinking about it, because it's gonna get real vicious out here, man. Real vicious. It ain't gonna be just amongst whites and blacks. This is gonna be all nations, man, at each other's throat. But mainly you so-called you tribes of Israel, man, and you Edomites. That's gonna be the main showdown, and you gonna lock horns, man. I brought it out in the last video before, man. You gonna lock horns in these streets, man. You gonna square it out, duke it out, shoot it out, man. Right over here in the streets of America, man. You know, let me get the scripture. This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 9. I'm gonna start at 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And how you measure the times, and how you can you do that with the scriptures, man. You compare and filter things that's going on right now in this society with the scriptures, and you line them up. Because the Lord tell you that He gave us clues. You know, one that come to mind is Matthew the 24th chapter. The uproar, the wars and rumors of wars. That's how you measure the time diligently, man. But I say in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shall ye understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when Shalaki, there should be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. That's a sign right there. When you see you just had an earthquake in a part of Rome, a 6.2 earthquake, man. They still pulling people out the buildings. Then they had an aftershock of a 4.2 that can be felt around that country, man. These are the times that the Lord talk about that when He's gonna start visiting the world, He's gonna come back, man. You seen uproars of the people when it may be what do they call it? Black Lives Matter, White Lives Matter, whatever. The uproars of the people, man. All in Venezuela, Greece, wherever it may be, man. People are standing up and they're angry, man. A lot of people are angry with America. A lot of people are angry with you so-called white people, man. Which are the devil. People are waking up to you devils, man. Okay? And it's gonna be a full-fledged race riot in America, man. But let me keep going. And verse 4 said, "Then shall thou will understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning." Right, man, because these things were told in the beginning with the prophets, man. The prophets spoke about them, man. The Lord gave them signs and visions and put them in trance, and they spoke about it, man. That the days that are coming on the earth are going to be evil, man. It's going to be evil brought to you two-thirds too, man, and you tribes, man. Like I said, these nations, mainly the so-called white men, they coming in your hood protesting now, man. They bringing it, they knocking on your door. And all you Jakes want to do is instead of protest, instead of hooping and hollering and raving and just crying about nothing, man. You niggas ain't doing nothing, man. You ain't doing nothing but being an old lion, man. But let me get another scripture that was coming to my mind, man. This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 15. It says, "For the sword and their destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another with swords in their hands." Right, this thing's gonna get physical, man. Like I got in the backdrop of this background, man. It's gonna get physical out here, man. Wherever small town, large town that you live in, the race riots gonna come to a city near you, and it may be fought with swords, with sticks, bats, bow and arrows, whatever, man. Whatever people can get their hands on, it's gonna get down, man. People gonna get down in these streets, man. That's coming. That's one of the first things that's coming. Like I said, people are laid off. People are hungry. They're tired of the bullshit. They're tired of all the shit they're going through, man. And people are ready to pounce on people, man. That's why I tell the brothers, man. Go check shit out, man. Go check the climate of shit. How shit is, man. People are angry out here, man. People are angry out here. Let me keep going, though. This is verse 16. For there shall be sedition amongst men, and in invading one another. They shall not regard their king nor princes, and in the course of their action shall stand in their power. And it's going to be sedition amongst men out here. That's one of the main things. That's a race riot right there, man. And people going fight, man. They gonna shoot, they gonna whatever, stab. It's gonna get full-fledged evil out here. Bad times, man. These are the things that the Lord prophesied that was gonna come on the earth, man. You just gotta have your mind wrapped in these scriptures, man, and having faith that the Lord gonna deliver us out of this, man. The Lord willing. But let me finish it. It says, let me read it over. This verse 16. For there should be sedition amongst men, and in invading one another. You gonna go in another man's hood, another man's part of town, or wherever they may be at, and you gonna get down, man. Say they should not regard their king nor princes. That's the government officials, the police, the sheriff department, the governor, the mayor. They're not gonna regard those people, man. And in so many cases, man, knowing these Edomites, they'll fight against them. 2/3 will fight against them, and it's all gonna be one big civil war, man. And it says, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and should not be able. For because of his pride, the city shall be left. The city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. It said, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods, because the lack of bread, and for great tribulation, man. That's what it's coming down to, man. The scriptures speak about they having every season there's a time, man. These are the times that we living in. If you can see, man, if whoever's listening, you take your mind off the BET, the MTV, and whatever reality TV show out there, and look at some world news, look at some of your local news, and see what the hell going on. These are evil times, man. You know, it's really about to get rough. It's really about to get rough out here, man. They're gonna cut even more jobs. They're gonna not have funding for more food programs and whatever else that's in your local cities, man. It's gonna get tight out here. It's gonna get real tight out here, man, and that's gonna anger more of the people. All this, half this shit ain't nothing but propaganda from the elites. All this election shit, man. So you see what's coming down the pipe. You see what's coming down the pipe, man. Because the scriptures, let me go back right here. Because the scriptures talked about a man should not have no pity on his neighbor, but shall destroy his house with the sword and spoil his goods because of lack of bread and great tribulation. That is going to happen, man. That is talking about in Isaiah the 14th chapter. And I just hit it real quick. Let me get it. Isaiah the 14th chapter. And I'm gonna start at the 13th chapter. Shalak, 13th chapter. I start at the 14th verse. Isaiah chapter 13 verse 14. Shalak. And it shall be as the chase roe, and as a sheep that no man take it up. And they're talking about you Edomites, man. That is, people gonna be after your necks, man. Mainly these tribes, man. 2/3 of these tribes is gonna be at your ass, man. Where you gonna be at the sheep's row, like a row of deers you see out in the field. They hear one little twitch, one little crack of the damn branch, man. They're so skittish, they ready to run off, man. They hide, man. That's how you gonna be, man. And they say that no man is gonna take you up. Nobody's gonna take you in, cause everybody's gonna be out to kill you, man. You goddamn devils, man. It said they shall every man turn to his own people and flee to his own land, and that's gonna happen. Everybody, it's gonna get so bad out here to, the so-called Negroes gonna be with the so-called Negroes. The so-called white man's gonna be with his kind. Issachar's gonna be with theirs, but they're gonna link up with the Judites, man. the Puerto Ricans gonna link up with the Judites, and so on and so forth. These tribes gonna link up, man, and they're gonna be at your neck. Because you really think that the so-called Negroes are the minorities, but they're really the majority, man. And they're gonna be at your neck. But everybody will turn to their own people. All that interracial dating shit, all that have been a couple with the Edomite and all that shit gonna be out the window, man. Cause you ain't gonna be able to go to either side. But let me finish it. And flee to their own land. Some people gonna leave out of here. Some people, you know, these Chinese and Japanese and Indians, so-called Indians and stuff, they're gonna leave America, man. Cause around these times, when it gets so bad like this, ain't no money gonna be made here. Cause they here for the money. There ain't gonna be no money to be made off the weaves, off the these little plastic trinkets and so on and so forth. They're gonna leave America because there ain't no money to be made. But verse 15 say, everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. And most times, you know, that scripture there, I use that scripture for you goddamn coons, man. You Uncle Tomahawks and shit, man. Because you will be thrust through, man. Because a lot of y'all, man, you look at a lot of y'all, man, it's come to mind, it's a video I seen. I think it's that Houston, the video I showed you in the beginning of this video. You know, you out there hugging the damn white man, even though he got the damn Confederate flag on and everything, man. Some of you niggas are just simple, man, that need to be put to death, bruh. And you will be, like the scripture, you will be thrust through, man. You will be thrust through. Verse 16, it says, their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes, and the houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished, man. And that's to come, man. Because when you look at every event of war that have passed, going back into the early days of an empire or a kingdom, man. Anytime a war, anytime a sedition amongst men, what happens, man? Women are raped. Children become casualties of war, man. Or they kidnapped for ransom or whatever, man. That's just the way it is. Let's go back into what? Hurricane Katrina, man. When the city fell, when the lights shut off, no food, what happened to the women? They were raped. Some of you niggas was probably raped. Kids snatched up, kids killed, whatever, man. It just those things happen in times of collapse, in times of evil times, man. Okay? That's just something that's gonna take place right over here, man. And really Jake gonna be up in you Edomite shit, man. All up in your hood, man. In your icebox like bruh, man, and shit, man. It just gonna happen, man, because the Lord is turning Jake into a young lion from that old lion in Genesis, the book of Genesis, that didn't want to pounce, that didn't want to get at the necks of his enemies. But the Most High is turning 2/3 into the young lion, man, because we ain't gonna be out there with the shit. We already know what's gonna happen, man. We the prophets, man. You know, there's no need for us to be out there, man. The Lord already woke us up and warned us. 2/3, that's your fight. You Edomites and you other nations, that's your fight. But this Micah 5 and 8, I'm gonna end it on this. It's Micah 5 and 8. And the remnant of Jacob shall be amongst the Gentiles in the midst of many people as a young lion among the beasts of the forest, as a young lion amongst the flocks of sheep. Who if he go through, both tear it down and shred it, both shred it down and tear it into pieces, and none delivered. Right, man, because the Most High is going to turn Jake into that young lion, man. And that's going to shred you know, mainly you Edomite nations into pieces, man. Really, all you nations going to get shredded into pieces, man, in this race ride, man. Jake is going to mount up together, man. You know, it's gonna be a lot of, you know, Esau is gonna kill a lot of you 2/3 too, man. That will happen. His neck is gonna be delivered into your hands too, man. You gonna have your way with that devil too, though, man. In the end. But let me read it one more time. Jacob shall be amongst the Gentiles in the midst of many people, as a young lion among the beasts of the forest, as a young lion amongst the flock of sheep. And that's you other nations, man. You Edomites and whoever it may be, man. Who, if he go through, both shred it down and tear it into pieces, and none can deliver. Right. It said, then thy hand shall be lifted up amongst thy adversaries, and all thy enemies shall be cut off. And that's what's going to happen, man. The enemies of the 12 tribes are going to be cut down, man. Mainly over here. It's going to be a race riot in these streets, man. The tension is so thick you can cut it with a knife now, man. So with that, man, I'm gonna give all praise to Yahweh Shem Shai, double honor to the elders of GMS, peace and blessing to the Akim. It's out there teaching the word and truth and sincerity, man. Shalom. Stay up, man.